has looked pretty good. I think Aphelios has been the 4th most picked AD carry in the tournament and has a really high win rate as far as I've seen. These players are performing really well on him, and the entirety of the bot side jungle from Nio here, it's just going to be a vertical map.
Yep, absolutely. But Top Esports, they seem to be taking the short end of the stick on this trade as Wei presents himself on the bot lane, shows himself on the bot lane. Fotik at 200 HP, tanked that whole way, flashing from Fungye with the small and the flashing from Jachi as well. Get the first blood and nearly get the second kill as well. Jachi love.
Wei does have the flank on him here, but I'm actually not sure if this is enough.
Fungye does have hook, and no, he does not have hook. He threw out the lantern for Jachi, and he is out. He is out. He's alive. Renard tries to. Oh, the flash into the wall, but it doesn't matter. The kills are there. That's all that matters for Invictus Gaming. That's a big, thick wall.
Just means that there's going to be probably some slight XP and gold advantages that go the way of IG here.
Okay. I was wondering where chilling.
And
well, they definitely want to get a fight before they go into the grubs, or at least they should. Nio looks at the grubs intentively, but they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the lantern just despawns as the public execution takes down Jachi, which means free grub for Invictus Gaming.
Yep, one public execution, 1 kill there from Ambessa, just really instantly ending the fight before it even begins with the R button out of way. And we got to take a look at that. I don't suppose Jachi had flash there, because as soon as that spell hits him, the entirety of the fight.
They got the dragon. They should have wait. Zweyan goes into Dominus looking for Renard, could find the target. Nio is on the scene as well, and they find an easy kill off the back of that one. Great pick by Top Esports, but I don't think they can get anything else. Here. As the rest of the squad tries to collapse, Lantern goes out, which puts it on the cooldown for the rest of the fight, supposedly, unless Invictus Gaming pulled the trigger a little bit too late, but they let the dragon reset. They're trying to bait for the banana brush.
They're running
Anchor
the wrong way.
Falls off. Teleport. They're absolutely running the wrong way. Teleport comes in. Soboro is here for the fight, but a massive Aphelios ult catches off 4 players from Invictus Gaming. Lantern goes wide, but it's a great Emperor's Divide alongside Steadfast Presence, locking in 2 kills on top. But let's see if they can get anything else. Zweyan going a little bit too deep, but forcing Wei completely out of the fight as Fotik as well. Walking away under tier 2 tower, 3 kills on Azir. Can they get something else? Nio's not done with this one. 100 HP, does not mind sacrificing himself, grabs the shield, stays alive. 4 kills for Top Esports as Renard bites the dust, and now it's free dragon for Top.
And there's the cinema we've been waiting for ever since game 1. We finally get another glimpse of it. Both teams going back and forth, punch for punch. This is just exactly what you want to see in your LPL Demacia Cup quarterfinals. Wei.
Yep, he's dead. Wei is absolutely dead. Doesn't matter how much you sustain with an M.
It's on an even longer cooldown than it could have been, because Nia at the level 11 right now. You see him level up as Renard finally.
Wait,
you gotta play better.
Have a fight here for a Scuttle Crab? I don't think so. Top Esports decide to back away from the Scuttle, conceded over to Invictus Gaming. They have no need for it at that point in time. Oh, well, that's the Emperor's Divide right on top of Renard. Let's see if Renard can do anything about it, or is he going to get chunked down by the Sand Soldiers? Nia gets another kill, and that's a solo bowler from Top Esports, opening up the bot lane.
And I love that Nia is able to identify the free solo kill there. If Talia doesn't immediately press the rock field, she will just get 100-0 by the Azir.
That's way on. Explosive cast right into the public execution. Dominus is available, but it's just too little too late. They find a nice little pick on Zweyan. Can Top Esports respond elsewhere at that pick?
And we might have even more fighting for ourselves. Looks like we can finally take a bit of a pause here. But Nia gets a really good combo. I haven't seen this before, but I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to see more of this as this meta continues to evolve. Looks like we're going to pick up the Drake start as IG, and you really want this because Dragon's Soul is just so effective.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It takes a little bit of finesse to land the public execution at the explosive cast, but if Wei can do it, it's good for them. Dragon being conceded over to Invictus Gaming. It's a first dragon from the red side, and it's a Cloud Dragon into a Cloud Soul. If Invictus Gaming can get a little bit more, ooh, that's a fight. Box point put down, Photic in trouble. Poppycopter pulls him down, but look at Wei getting Emperor Divider straight into the tower. Teleport coming in as well, but Invictus Gaming managed to disengage after taking home Fungi with them. Can Top Esports get first break here? It's already been taken. Explosive gas is massive, and Photic collects the dividends out of that one. Zweyan trying to disengage. Weaver's Wall is good. Renard in the front line taking home the Crocodile. He's got new leather boots. No, he doesn't. His Dominus comes in clutch here, but Invictus Gaming, they're still able to push the fight towards Top Esports.
Yeah, and no clue what Fengye was doing there. He really thought that Photic was overstepping, but it just wasn't the case. And such a beautiful look from Saburo.
Okay. Well,
they try and pick him out, but that heroic charge out of there is going to keep him.
6k, and it's dropping really, really fast. It resets slightly to 8k. Is Weyan on a good position to try to intervene here. Dominus available to start a fight, but ultimately Invictus Gaming seem to decide against continuing Otacon at this point in time. They want the debuffs to reset, and now it's Top Esports to continue on with it. Poppycopter throws the Nautilus all the way back, but he hooks himself onto the wall to safety. Baron, not the Baron. The Otacon is stolen by Invictus. Everything goes sideways for Top Esports. Man, I want to replay, because Jway just played his little heart out, and now there's nothing left for Top Esports to fight for. They lose 2 members off the back of it, and bot tower is in jeopardy as well.
Yeah, we might not be done here, Nia.
Oh, public execution on Nia. The Emperor's Divide is good. Can Nia find a kill? No, he can't. He flashes right in the face of Wei. A double kill on the Mbessa. Can they get some more? Maintaining the distance from Zweyan. The Weaver's Wall locks everyone out. Renard just says, no, you're not allowed to go in anymore. We want the tower, not the kills. Take the objectives. Invictus Gaming secure another fight.
And Wei is completely smurfing. You see him dancing and diving, dashing in and out with his passive, just surviving and spacing so incredibly well here, cementing a 3,000 goal lead for himself. And we can only wonder how that fight might have looked if TES secures the auto kill this guy. He's got flash and everything.
Yeah, and Fengyu is unfortunately not being able to pull out the full potential of Thresh due to the fact that he's playing against an Invictus Gaming who are so fast on the collapses. They don't allow a single snowball on his shoulders. He's not being able to play, doesn't have the space to play. His team can't buy him the space to play. Emperor's Divide not used here on Photic. Poppycopter does throw Jway out of the fight, but in goes Wei, and the damage is being done. Wei is locked out, tries to go for the public execution, doesn't quite land it. But Invictus Gaming, they take 1 for 1, but I do think that their target is a little bit more valuable than Wei.
Yeah, I mean, the Nia play looks pretty scuffed, but I can completely understand as an Azir player myself. It feels really awkward to press R sometimes, and we have a bit of a stalemate.
Oh, Zweyan in the front line. I mean, he's biting off a little bit more than what he can chew. The lantern was completely ignored. Zweyan does not want to take that lantern to safety from Fengye, as the rest of the squad tries to keep his Renekton safe. Zweyan flashes out. Big ultimate from Jiaqi.
Oh,
he gets the kill on Jway, but look at the backline. Renard is coming in as well. He has a good position to flank, but can he find the position? Can he find the spells? Fengye might be in trouble. Jiaqi as well. They no longer have cooldowns to sustain the fight, so they back out with a kill in their hands.
I mean, as TES, you take that.
Baron Nashor, they start taking it out, and it's melting pretty fast, Foles.
They want Nia to TP, and both these 80 carries are actually quite at parity right now. This is anyone's fight if they can get good conditions.
They seem to have good conditions. Anyo goes inside. The smite does not land. It's not a steal, and Anyo immediately flashes over the wall. The fight rolls out, and watch out for Zweyan taking 2 kills in the middle of all of that. Invictus Gaming decide to enough is enough, and they retain the 3 Baron buffs that they still have. Saburo gets caught off in Top Esports jungle. Great response from the blue team, but can they find Saburo off the back of this one? He is chunky, but he is not immortal. He is going straight for the base of Top Esports, trying to get an execution off, sustaining through, and it is an execute. No gold given over to Top Esports. Baron on 2 players. Invictus Gaming play out of this one, but it's Top Esports who seem to swing back into action here.
Yeah, I think this is actually a huge mistake from IG unless they're able to get this dragon, because this Baron buff is not going to be all too effective. You're going to give a huge gold swing back to TES.
That's the second
and
tower in
look
mid lane.
at this of Felios as well, because Just because he has 5 deaths does not mean he can't hang. This is the LPL. He's going to have 11 CS per minute, 80 carry, even if he dies 10 times. That's just the way it is with this guys like Jackie. Yeah, and with Renekton going for the Randuin's Omen here, he's going to be extremely unkillable for Photic. That's going to definitely matter quite a lot, and that was the best look they were able to get probably, because Photic's going to have Flash Cleanse now, so it's not like you're going to get away with that a second time. And that being said, you did close the gold lead a significant amount. We see 4 top being shown here from IG. They're completely catching TES off guard. You have to answer this.
Fools. They do have to answer this unless Saburo decides that he can cancel out recalls. That was just 2 towers being absolutely brute forced by Invictus Gaming. Top Esports just forgot that top lane existed and got their inhibitor cracked wide open.
Yeah, that's super well played from IG up to just who is able to execute better in these clutch fights right here. We got to see if Photic can get one shot or if Jackie is able to, Jachi rather.
Oh, they do find Fungi, and that's the Thresh. That's the warder down. No more vision available for Top Esports for the next few minutes. As the rest of the fight progresses, Saburo is under the tower getting taken down. They find the kill on Jachi, and the rest of Invictus Gaming are in a tight spot, so they are evacuating the bottom quadrant of the Top Esports jungle as they decide to make a play for the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Jachi might have been caught up, but look at the damage being reproduced by the Aphelios. Poppy saves the day, taking out all of the frontliners on Invictus side, leaving Wei completely alone in the backline for Xueyun to take home the kill and allowing Top Esports a few more minutes to play the League of Legends here.
And honor Nayo because
tower mid as they intended. But no, Invictus Gaming actually want to fight. Baron Nashor spawning in. This is a prime position to maybe look at closing the game. Explosive cast goes a little bit wide from Saburo, but their positioning is still good. Keeper's Verdict does not land, does not get used. We'll go on to a shorter cooldown as Top Esports abandon the Baron, dropping it to 50% HP. Invictus Gaming do not continue the objective for now.
Oh yeah, we have 18k on this Baron, and as Top Esports, you have to keep this standoff going, because if IG can send one person to solo this Drake, that's free soul.
It's Photic that goes for the tower here. Top Esports are fully committed to the objective. Invictus Gaming are trying to split their attention through towers and Baron. They trust Wei's smite. Keeper's Verdict is available, and out goes Saburo from this fight. Photic joins. 5 items severe, crashing through Top Esports, and one by one, they take him down. Top Esports take the Baron, but at what cost? Jachi completely missed position, means that a triple kill falls in the hands of Wei, and now Invictus Gaming have an open red carpet to just drive it down the mid lane.
Yeah, that's probably going to spell GG right there. It looked like a really actually decent attempt out of Top Esports right there. They got the Drake, or they got the Baron uncontested, and I think if they could just get their inputs off a little bit better, position a little bit better, they could have completely had something there. But unfortunately, Azir does not flash down best at all. Jachi gets one shot. The whole team wasn't able to survive that, and neither is their Nexus going to be able to survive IG's onslaught, throwing down 0-1 and bringing this series 2-1 with the back-to-back wins.